Hey, just real quick, didn't you say you lost the music for this? Did you find the music?
Nope.
Oh, so did you come up with something else?
Nope.
So what are you doing?
It's just running dry. You guys are just getting dry pot. Okay.
You need to leave this in.
I am. Here's the deal why there's no intro anymore. I got a new computer, which is great.
Yes.
The engineer, we've been asking for ages to get a new computer so I can edit videos without things shutting down. The problem was he did clone the drive, but I didn't get all of the things that I had in my folders back. So I lost all of the things I had for the podcast. So I have to recreate them from scratch. And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what the name of that song was. So eventually I might pick us out a new song. Do people even care about intros to podcasts anymore?
Oh, that's okay. There we go.
That was the question I asked myself.
Put them in the comments. Tell us, do you want an intro music or not?
Like I tried to keep it short because I feel like intros to TV shows, nobody wants to watch a 60-second intro anymore. Just give me like 4 seconds. So that's what I was given. I was like 15 seconds of music and then we would talk over most of it. But I don't know that anybody cares. And it's probably just making more work for me.
And see, that kind of makes me sad, and especially because I'm so much older than you, because there were some really good themes.
Oh my gosh! Not even you being older than me. There's just been a lot of good intros to TV shows for stuff. Right? Either the music or the intro itself, like the Dexter theme was the first thing that came to mind. That opening was great. So anyway, I don't know if anybody cares, but there's not one.
All right. So then we've already started. So there you go.
We're rolling.
We talked about this Monday when I returned from vacation. So we'll start here. Because as soon as I brought this up, you're like, well, I know what we're going to be talking about on the podcast.
Oh, are you going to gross me out right now?
No, not the grossing out.
Okay.
This is the shooting off the fireworks.
Oh, okay.
And blowing up a transformer. So everybody that was, depending on where you were, because I don't know where you're listening from, but if you were here locally in the state of Oklahoma, we actually ended up having storms on the 4th of July.
Right.
So much so that where we were in eastern Oklahoma, about 500 customers were without power. But in our little, lake area, the trailer park that we're in, some kids blew up 2 different transformers shooting off fireworks.
Right next to your propane tank, by the way.
Yeah.
Too. There's that.
So there is this whole thing that I'm becoming that, oh man, I really am. I am the old get off my lawn guy, because I'm like, and this is why I hate the 4th of July, but I still go because I have to be there in case, somebody blows up a transformer.
So you had to sleep with no air conditioning.
Oh, well, this is what's funny. Obviously, we had family in from out of town. They were from the Houston area. And so when the power went out, we sleep with sound machines. We knew immediately that it was out.
Course,
you could also tell the AC was off. So somebody knocked on our door, opened it, and said, hey, the power's out. And I went, okay. And my wife goes, shut the door. You're letting the cold out. So the next morning, they couldn't understand how we just went to sleep. Well,
what are you going to do?
Thank you. What are you supposed to do?
You going to shimmy up there and fix the transformer yourself? I'd love to see it.
I love the fact that you just said shimmy, because that's right. I mean, that how redneck can you be? I'm going to shimmy up there and fix it myself.
You're kind of just screwed when your power goes out.
Right?
That's all there is to it. You're kind of at their mercy unless you got a Jenny of some sort.
Here's what I don't understand. When I told you this, your response was, well, that doesn't sound like an open area to shoot fireworks from.
It is not an open area over there.
Thank you.
No, a T in a road with 2 residences on either side of the T. Not enough space to be shooting off fireworks, people.
Well, an open field behind you that could catch fire if something went wrong.
That too, but at least I understand the logic of like, we're in an open field, we'll shoot them off in an open field so there's no residences around.
Yeah.
But no, I know exactly the spot you're talking about. There's not enough space. Be smarter than that,
And
people.
we caught him on video, by the way, blowing up the transformer.
Oh, is there any recourse on that?
I don't know.
Probably not.
You should have seen how fast they ran away from the scene.
Dumb kids being dumb kids, yeah.
Freaking men.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought you were going to bring up the fact that you had scabs on your legs, and you told me when I can't even get it out. You went swimming in the lake, and the fish were just eating off your scabs.
Yeah, so we're floating there, and I'm used to fish every once in a while coming up and checking you out and just seeing what you are. I mean, actually, this happened to you when you went with us, and you got up and walked on water to go back to the boat.
Man, I got out of that water so fast as soon as one fish hit my legs, and it wasn't eating any scabs off or anything. It just brushed up against my leg.
These little minnows aren't any bigger than a pen.
They're sitting there eating scabs off your legs. This makes me think of like leeches and ew.
I had done so much work in the yard. My legs were beat up. I mean, I had scabs all over the place. And when I got out, I was looking. I'm like, oh, well, they cleaned all the scabs off my leg.
You didn't notice them sitting there sucking on your legs?
Well, I knew that they were, chomping on them. But
feasting? They were feasting on your flesh?
Hey, listen, I did a good favor for them, and they did a good favor for me.
I'm so disturbed by that, Jeff. That is the grossest thing you've said in a long time.
Okay.
Now our listeners know.
Yes.
Since you had your little rant about something, I need to have a quick little rant.
Okay.
How many ATMs would you have to stop by and not be able to get cash before you're like, I'm changing banks?
Oh, did this happen to you?
I went to 6 locations before I was able to get money.
Okay, I'm not sure I would go to 6.
Oh, okay. So in Edmond, where I live, they have 3 locations. Stop by one. Oh, we've removed the ATM from this location. Stop by another one. There was a cone in front of it. Closed. Must have been broken or something. Hey, there's a new location in Edmond, not very far from my house. Pulled by there. Not open yet. No ATM installed. So I was like, fine. I'll go the one all the way over on Western on like 164th or something. Went over there. Didn't have any cash to give out. You can only do deposits at that one.
Oh.
So I thought, you know what? F this. I'm going to pay the surcharge. I'll walk into the 7-Eleven over here and I'm just going to get my cash. I'm done driving around the city looking for a bank.
And the 7-Eleven wouldn't work?
No good. My bank rejected it. It thought it was a fraudulent charge because I never go to 7-Eleven because I shouldn't have to go anywhere but my bank. Finally, the last place finally worked. It was down the street. But like I was like, I'm changing banks. I flipped off the cameras at like the last 3 of them.
Did you really?
I was like, I hope you watch back this footage.
You were triggered.
I was so far from my home when I actually ended up getting the cash. I was like, now I have a 20-minute drive back because the place I needed the cash was like right next to my house. And now I have a 20-minute drive back because I had to go to so many ATMs. So I say change banks. I'm not going to change banks because it's such a hassle. But 6 ATMs, Jeff?
No, that's way I told you I wouldn't do that many.
Furious.
I'm just curious because this shows my ignorance. Can you do that with a teller? Like if the
bank was open, this was a Sunday.
Oh,
yes. If I would have gone to the first one and just got it from a teller if that were an option, but it was a Sunday, and I was like, ooh, the one thing the bank has to do is give me my money.
Well, and I'm with you. I mean, that's the whole purpose behind an ATM.
Yeah. How? In an Edmond 3 and none of them work? I got 3 branches and not a single ATM works? Unacceptable.
I totally agree with you. Unacceptable.
If this happens again, I might actually have to change banks. And that's just a whole other hassle. But I'll complain about that then. I just had to get that off my chest.
Well, I don't know if this is a rant, but maybe we should just call this podcast the Rant Podcast. Because I got another deal for you. So when we got back, I don't know if we've made, I don't know if people really care. Sorry, I can't speak for a living. But we are down to a 1-car family.
Yeah.
And it's worked out beautifully, except for this past week. And it's one of those weeks where, Janet needs the car and I need the car. Well, we looked into renting a car.
Right.
That's what you do.
Right.
Made a reservation. Got it all set. Supposed to pick it up last Sunday at 11. So Sunday morning we get up. She's got a note from Enterprise that, a text. We can't pick it up.
They got no car for you.
Yeah. And we need to go down to the airport to get the car. Okay. So, and it says to, go online and set it all up there.
Right.
Go online. Well, you can't get a car from them until Monday or Tuesday. Well, now, wait a minute.
What's the point of the reservation?
Okay, she went through all the steps, okay? Got everything taken care of.
They should have told you up front.
Even got it set up as to how we were going to pay. Didn't pay. I mean, that was the good thing. But so how does this happen? How do you let whatever your app, website, whatever it is, let a reservation be set up to all of a sudden just decide, no, it ain't going to happen?
This is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This is what happened.
Wait, didn't this happen on Seinfeld? Didn't Seinfeld say something about
I think so, too. That is the point of the reservation is to hold the... Yeah, it was a Seinfeld episode. So apparently it happens, but how?
And why?
Why can't you figure out what cars you have? I understand people sometimes don't bring them back when they're scheduled to bring them back because stuff happens, but is that happening that much? Really?
And do you know what I didn't tell you this, so this will be a shocker to you. They also said the reason that they weren't able to, give our reservation or uphold our reservation was they'd had too many wrecks in their cars and they were short of cars.
Oh.
Are you sure you really want to be telling people that? What is going on that you've
Yikes.
wrecked your fleet of cars?
That's bad. And you don't have enough money to replace your fleet?
Right?
That's not a good sign for your business either.
And you don't have enough places. This is Oklahoma City. We're a big enough city. We should have multiple
a lot
locations
of places to choose from.
And this isn't one of those small rent-a-car places.
Yeah, that is crazy to me. You should have yelled, "You're messing with the wrong guy."
Yeah. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, I don't get that, Jeff. That makes no sense to me.
I was just like, what is going on?
Like Jerry said, it is the point of the reservation is to reserve the car.
That's what the word
says. If there is no car to reserve, then we cannot make said reservation. Yeah, okay. This might be the rant podcast.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with rants, though.
Okay.
I've made it through all of mine. Something that we discussed on the air this week is like rich people stuff, fancy people stuff that you found out isn't all that expensive. And I'm going to tell you what, I told you about it already, and I'm going to scream it from the rooftops. Everybody needs to go invest a little bit in LED bulbs. I know you're laughing, but it has made all the difference. Lighting is a thing. It's almost like candles and scents to me in my home. Lighting can change the whole mood of a room. And I finally went ahead and bought some LED bulbs. So when I'm laying in bed at night, not only can I pick the colors, I don't have to get up and turn that light off anymore. All of you spouses who are arguing about who's going to have to stand up and turn off the light now that you're both snuggled in bed, problem solved. You can just do it on your phone, or if you have like a Amazon device, which I won't say the name so it doesn't set off, you can just
Alexa.
You're so rude. Then it just turns the lights off for you. It's fantastic. I can't get over how great this is. And the bulbs that I bought have a lot of different light scenes that you can pick from. So there's one that just has like different tones of pinks and oranges in there that I really like. And there's another one that changes through different tones of blue, like waves going across through all the three different lamps I have in there. It's total vibes. And the whole thing for 4 bulbs cost me $25. Some of the best money I've ever spent.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, guys, get the LED bulbs. I really didn't understand the point of them, but now that I have them, I can't go back.
So you just say something like, Alexa, turn off the lights?
Yeah. Turn off all bedroom lights. And you're a real jerk for throwing the name out there again and again. I won't do it to people. I hate it.
No, I just think that might have been fun right now. Somebody's going, gosh, dang it,
There
Jeff.
goes all my lights. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
So that's a hill I'm going to die on. Go spend your money on that stuff. I also have realized, I think this is pretty common, but you ever get into a project and then realize, oops, this is going to end up being way more expensive than I planned it on it being.
Oh, yes.
I thought this was a simple, I'm going to get a new bed frame. That's all I'm going to do.
You have to tell the story.
So it has a platform on it. So I got rid of my box spring. And then the problem that I ran into is that my bed skirt was too long then. So I had to get a new bed skirt. I thought I'd be really clever and get one with elastic around the edges of it so you don't have to lift up the whole mattress.
Right.
I'm a one person. There's nobody else in my home. So if somebody's going to help me, they have to actually physically come all the way to my home to help me. That's a lot to ask to just lift up a mattress, to put a bed skirt under there. So I got the elastic one. What I didn't take into account is with the new bed frame, I no longer have a box spring. So when you put the elastic around it, the only place for it to go is around the mattress. Which seemed fine. I thought, perfect, fits great, everything's going well. And then I went to tuck my sheets in.
Oops.
You can't do that.
There
The
goes
bed
the skirt
skirt's
too.
in the way. And let me tell you the speed of stupid of me just being like, why won't this go? Oh, there's a skirt in that. Surely there's a way to get around that. There's got to be a way to tuck this in that's not through the bed skirt. No, there's not. There's not. I don't know why this didn't occur to me before I got to the bed skirt. I spent so much time researching this bed skirt, measuring, doing everything right. And now I got to return the bed skirt. So I got plus bed skirts are expensive. That's like $25.
They are.
I mentioned things costing more. I got a weighted blanket and it didn't occur to me, you can't just toss those in a washer.
No.
So if you want one that's going to stay clean, you better get yourself some sort of duvet cover. That's another $30 investment. Now I'm $60 deep into this weighted blanket. I wouldn't have started myself down this line had I known it was going to cost me $60. I thought I was just getting in for a $30 investment. I'm actually getting in for a $60 investment. But now they got me hooked. I'm hooked on the blanket, but now it's got a swipe of lip gloss on it because I had some on my finger, didn't realize it, put my hand down, and now there's a stain on there that I can't wash off.
You know, they have these things called laundromats.
You can take a weighted blanket to a laundromat? They say to just spot clean them on there. But every time I spot clean it, it leaves like a cleaner spot on something than all the other spots. And then I'm just like, well, I created a different kind of spot, which didn't really
Some of the
solve
laundromats have those like industrial washers, but also...
But it's got weights in it. That's going to ruin any washer.
But you can actually talk to, what am I trying to say here? A dry cleaner. Maybe dry clean, because I know they clean the
I'm
comforters.
Googling it.
I know they clean the comforters.
But that's different. I can clean a comforter. That's the word I'm looking for.
I know you and I both are having a little problem there.
Well, because I'm typing in weighted blanket. Yeah, not. Let's see. It depends on the material.
See?
Some can be dry cleaned.
Yeah.
What many manufacturers advise against. Jeff, I don't even take my own clothes to be dry cleaned. Do you think I'm going to take a blanket?
Yeah.
Not
sorry,
a chance.
I forgot who I was talking to.
We're just going to cover it up with a thing.
But wait, you said, does your weighted blanket literally have weights in it?
Yeah. It has little pockets that all have weights in it. So you have to get a specific weighted blanket cover because you have to, it has little eyelets in it and you have to tie them to the sides. Otherwise the blanket would fall into the center. It's a whole thing. Like I said, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I thought I was just buying a weighted blanket and a new bed frame. And now I've cost myself $50 extra on things to go with those that I already had taken care of. Jeff, I'm cheap. Which is why it's a big deal that I'm like, buy the LED bulbs. $25 and worth it. Weighted blanket, I'm not so sure on anymore. $60.
You want me to throw out that name again and tell it what to do?
No.
Okay.
You got anything else you'd like to discuss?
Honestly, that's about all I had this time.
Because I got another one. You've been gone a long time, Jeff. I got a lot to talk about.
Okay, what do you got?
So out of nowhere, my best friend Beth and I got tickets to WWE Smackdown live in OKC.
You told me you went.
I went. I found out like 2 hours before the show that I had tickets, but come on, you got to take free tickets. And I was a WWE fan back when it was the WWF in the early 2000s.
Yes.
So Jeff, Beth and I went, had a really good time. I didn't really know any of these wrestlers anymore because I've been out of the fandom for a while. It makes you feel real old when you find out that the guys wrestling now are the kids of the guys that were wrestling.
They are the children.
So I found out Jimmy Oso is the son of Rashiki, who I remember because Stinkface. Can't forget Stinkface.
Oh, Stinkface was awesome.
But a thing that really stood out to me that hasn't changed from when we were in it to now is the WWE fandom. I love these fans. It's part of the reason why I went to the event, even though I don't know hardly any of the wrestlers. I love how much the fans love it and get into it and cheer and boo, and they have all the things like with the intros that they come out and they all know to like move their arms at the same time and make the noises, and like it's just kind of a magical experience.
I remember when I was going to it too, and this is how bad it was at the Marriott. Okay, I mean, way back, yeah. And I was with the same. It was almost more fun to watch the fans.
It really is.
Than watch the actual wrestling match.
It's really fun to be a part of the fandom.
Yes.
So Beth and I just started doing all the dumb things. Because why not?
I have to ask, is the grandma that you think is the sweetest woman ever?
No, grandma.
Still in? Okay.
I remember who you're talking about.
They would be the sweetest looking ladies. They'd be in the crowd, and then they're the ones going, rip his arm off. I mean, beat him with it. I mean, I was like, oh my God.
I didn't see a lot of grannies this time.
Okay.
I just really love that. Is there any fandom that you've witnessed or something like that? Because I would recommend, even if you're not a WWE fan, if somebody offers you tickets,
you got to go.
It really is a unique experience, no other.
If for nothing else, you got to go just for once to be able to say you did it.
And it is, I mean, like, I'm not going to say wrestling is fake because I do think it requires a lot of skill to be able to do what they do. Is it staged or scripted?
Choreographed.
Yes, choreographed. Yes, of course. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't require skill. So I find the entertainment part of it, it's over the top and ridiculous. And you know you're watching theater. Just lean in and enjoy the ridiculousness of it. It's a really fun event, actually.
You know, you brought up a good question. I don't know that there's another fandom that would even compare with that. I mean, I've always said I love going to sports in person, and I don't care what it is. Because it's and all the people that say, well, but I like watching on TV and being in my recliner. There's just something about the electricity with a live fan base. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's part of the reason why I love sports so much. And I actually saw an article that being a sports fan can be healthy for you because it has that community effect on it. And it's also a good way to release anger, have feelings about things that really don't matter to you.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
But sports definitely one. Just going to cons. I really think it's interesting how into people are into their things. They make these really elaborate costumes and stuff. And it's a joy to me to see people embrace the things that they're really nerdy and geeky about. Like, I don't know. That fills me with great joy.
I was going to say, I've done a couple of different cons. I still, it's probably bucket list thing. I definitely would love. In fact, it would be the perfect thing if you and I could actually get to the San Diego Comic-Con, the biggie, the one, and broadcast from it and talk to people, put them on the air, because the cosplay is next level.
Absolutely.
In fact, some of the cosplay, actually, if you're honest, is better than what actually was on the movie or the television show.
It's really amazing. And to watch people do it, like put the stuff together on your TikTok or Instagram or whatever, it's pretty amazing.
But yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah. One last thing. I've had 3 people in the last week mention like, oh, you should bulk up your socials. Like my personal socials, because more and more, I mean, radio, we're endorsers, we're public figures or whatever. And now that looks more like influencers. So the deal is having a following, all that kind of stuff. You and I don't necessarily care about all that. Others, like, it's part of our job. So we do a lot of stuff on socials. But as far as us personally, we don't do a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to think through what that looks like for me. I'm still not going to be big on it, but there are things that I just love. And if I'm sharing part of my life, these things are just going to be shared. So pottery, if I'm just sharing about my life, you're going to see a lot of stuff about pottery. I probably share some music, a lot of work stuff. A lot of my life revolves about work. So you'll see radio or podcast stuff, and then hanging out with friends. I'm wondering, is there anything I'm missing in my own personal brand that you think would pop up often that maybe I don't think about? And I was trying to think about what, if you really leaned in and were like, I'm going to do some sort of social, what would your content look like? What does Jeff branded content look like? What are the essence of Jeff? What do you spend your time doing?
Well, the first thing that pops into my head, and it's only because I sent it to you and Lacey yesterday, yesterday was National SpongeBob Day.
Okay, yeah.
And I sent you video of me watching SpongeBob. You guys both got that.
This is like me and pottery. That would definitely be on brand.
Right.
You're going to expect some SpongeBob content from Jeff. I think you can, of course, expect some OU content from Jeff. Oh, definitely
some OU
content.
For sure. Yeah.
Like you wear a lot of Nike, but I don't think you'd make Nike content. What else does your life consist of? Maybe some time at the lake. Maybe some lake shots. I know you enjoy it out there.
I love taking shots of the coffee. Well, I sent you the coffee mug you made for me. The coffee mug from the deck. I love the morning coffee off the deck.
It's on brand for a morning host guy. Yeah. Right? Coffee.
Yeah.
I just wondered, because I was like, well, I don't ever think of myself in this way, but like, what is my brand? What do I walk around talking about? What do I share?
One of the
with
things
friends?
you haven't brought up that you should is jogging. I mean,
oh yeah, running. That would be a lot of what I post about, because I think about things often, and
even if you're just laying on the ground going, "Oh, I made it! I thought I was going to pass out." I mean, at least it would be you jogging.
Well, yeah, because when I'm running, I think about jogging tips. I'm like, I wonder if people know that, like. When I'm planning for a really hot day, I pick places that I know all the water stops, that I know that they have water spots, and where I know there's multiples of them, and I know where all of them are located, because I ain't running on a hot day without being able to access water.
That is smart.
So things like that. I'm like, I wonder if new runners ever think about stuff like that. I could throw that tip out. But that leads me to my other problem with posting to socials, and I don't think anybody on the planet thinks about this but me, apparently. Does anyone care? Every time when I get ready to post stuff, I think, does anyone care about this at all? And usually the answer is nope.
See, honestly, that is why I don't do a whole lot. In fact, on my personal, I don't do anything.
Yeah, because you're just like, who cares?
Nobody cares.
That's how I feel about it. I think that's my main thing about why I don't do it, is because I just feel like you don't care that I'm running, and you don't care what I had for dinner.
You want to see me on the boat on the lake? I mean, there's a million people on boats on lakes.
You want to see another
on socials.
Poorly crafted piece of pottery that's a little bit uneven? Do you really want your feed filled with that stuff? But when I look at other people's content, they post the same kind of stuff, and I look at it.
I know,
and I don't think like, why are you posting your dinner? I'm just like, oh, that looks good.
It's kind of like I've thought before, even posting about me, playing my video games because I love them so much, and I'm like, well, that's what Twitch is set up for,
right?
And do people really sit and watch people play video games?
Though. They do. They really do. And like I said, I watch these people do the same type of stuff on my socials that there's really no point to it. I was watching some lady make a hydrating drink the other day, and I was like, why am I sitting here watching this? But people do. So I don't know. Maybe if anybody's got an opinion on, would you like to hear more from us on our social? Do you care about just random stuff that's happening in our lives that doesn't?
That's a great question. Do you care?
If it doesn't enhance your life in some way, then what's the point of it? And I'm not some self-help guru, so I don't think I have enough content to share that's really going to enhance your life that much.
I could give you a lot of dad jokes.
We're also sitting here talking to you all morning. Do you want to hear more from me? Really?
Well, that's kind of the way I feel. I feel like by the time
enough
you've hit
by 10 a.m.?
When you've hit 10 o'clock, aren't you done with us?
But I don't think so. But I don't know.
I don't know either.
Listeners, let us know what you think on that.
Yeah.
And that's the end
That's the end. We've come to the end of the show.
Go get some LED bulbs.